Hey, it's Jet Set Jason with this week's Travel Tuesday tip. A lot going on this week, so let's get to it. First of all, I know a lot of you are traveling across the country, across the globe for the holidays right now, or are about to. The Bureau of Transportation Statistics just released the list of the worst major airlines for delays. Coming in last place at number 18 is Comair. Now, you may have never flown Comair. I know I haven't. But apparently they're only on time about 78% of the time. Some other heavy hitters on the list you might know. For instance, Delta came in at number 11, Continental number 8, United at number 3. Oddly enough, the top 2 as far as being on time were Hawaiian, I think, at number 1, and Alaska at number 2. Hawaiian is getting their flights there 89% of the time on time. So that's pretty cool if you have to go to Hawaii. I noticed a few things were not on the list. For instance, Virgin America didn't see on the list. I've never had an issue with them. They've always been on time for me, but for some reason maybe they just weren't considered a major by the Bureau of Transportation Statistics just yet. Another item to talk about is holiday gifts. Some of you in the midst of Hanukkah right now. Christmas is right around the corner, and you've also got Kwanzaa, Festivus, whatever else you might be celebrating this holiday season. Some really cool gifts to get for the travelers in your gift-giving list are as follows. A nice hot cup of coffee is always good to keep things going. GorillaPod, who makes a really cool bendy tripod for a variety of cameras and lights and flashlights and things like that, have just released their iPhone 4 mobility tripod, which is a cool little flexi device which comes with an iPhone 4 case, bumper if you will, which has a built-in rail. It works on a rail system, locks the iPhone 4 into place. You can put it in a variety of angles and shoot video, shoot photos with it, all that fun stuff. Also adds some stability if they are shooting a lot of video with it. Also, Photo Jojo make a variety of really cool accessories for the photographer, and also traveler in your life. I happen to have one right here. This is their combo wide angle, you can see how small that is, wide angle, macro angle lens that attaches the back of the iPhone 4, preferably a case because it comes with a magnetic ring which sticks to the back, and considering the back is glass, it kind of peels off a little bit, but it's got a wide angle. You unscrew this and you're suddenly into a macro angle lens for the iPhone 4. Kind of a cool little device if you have a very small travel kit to go shoot stuff. Another cool item is the Samsung Pico projector SPH03. It's a tiny little projector that you can hook to your mobile device, and it'll take, I believe, up to an 80-inch screen. All the links will obviously be on my page, and you can see those and look into more detail and purchase the items if you like. But it's a very cool little device, which is probably lighter than your smartphone. But if you've got a projector need and you're traveling, let's say you're giving a presentation, you hook it right in, there you go, instant projector. Another cool device is the Apple cable, which allows you to take your iPad, your iPhone, your iPods, any type of device that Apple makes with their universal dock connector on the bottom, and export your video out to a television, a monitor, anything you might have that's got an RCA jack on it, your video and your 2 red and white audio plugs. So it's very cool, especially with now that they have Netflix on the iPad, they have Netflix on the iPhone. You can take your Netflix streaming collection with you anywhere you go in the world. Not HDMI, but you know, for now it's at least something interesting that you can take with you on the road and have all your entertainment, do your photos, slideshows, take some music with you and put it on a larger device and upscale it. There's also another really cool last device I'm going to talk about, the Sewell PC to TV converter. That is the SW23000, which allows you to plug it into your computer and then put whatever's on your computer onto the big screen. So if you're doing a presentation that way, or if you want to watch some streaming video that way, let's say you're going to tap into Vimeo's couch mode or something like that, it's kind of a nice thing to have. And again, on my site you'll see all of these links down on the Facebook page there, to where you can look further at these items and see if it's something you're interested in picking up. A final bit of information here for the holidays. It looks like Air Canada is going to be a nut-free zone. I don't know how they define nut exactly, but it certainly doesn't seem like it's so much in the food categories, because while they have said that they will have, depending on what class you're sitting in, either your seat or seats in your row or your entire row they said will be a nut-free zone, they're not guaranteeing that any of the complimentary food served on the flights or any of the food served on the flights will be nut-free, because they say it's far too laborious to engage their vendors and sub-vendors to ensure that everything will be safe and nut-free. I think at this point what they're willing to do is asking your seatmates, your neighbors, to not eat nuts around you. So good luck with that. However, their largest domestic competitor, WestJet, will in 2011 be stocking their jets with EpiPens. In case anybody does go into a bit of a nut-based anaphylactic shock, you can at least count on WestJet to stab you with a pen that will hopefully at least keep your adrenaline going for a little bit until they can get a doctor to take care of your problem. So I guess if you're flying throughout Canada and you've got a couple choices to make and you're allergic to nuts, it could be very important. That's it for this week. I hope you guys are off to setting up a great holiday season for yourselves. I will be in touch with you next week. Until that time, wheels up.